Hey, welcome and happy 4th of July to everyone. Real quick, while you guys load up in here, I just want to talk to these people on Instagram, our friends on Instagram. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Hope you're doing well today. A lot of people thought, including my staff, that I was just going to rerun a recording of an event I did 2 weeks ago. 118,000 people showed up for it. If you're on Instagram, I'm about to drop into a free real estate webinar training. And I'm doing this on the 4th of July weekend. Everybody's like, why would you do it this weekend? Hey, look, you got to get your money right. You know, in the United States of America, this is a very, very special day. It's about independence. And I'm going to take it down here in a second, Johnny. It's about independence, but the truth is, just because you live in this country does not mean you have independence. The only way to truly get independence is financial freedom. You get financial freedom, and you could literally almost probably have independence anywhere on the planet. If you had enough wealth, enough assets, if you made money in your sleep, if you could figure that game out. And I'm not saying it's easy, but I will tell you it's worth figuring out, because if you can't figure this game out, how are you going to figure out how to live a life without money? And without money making you money while you're sleeping. It's very, very difficult to live on this planet, to get along on this planet, to take care of your kids, your family, to take care of your own personal health, to keep a marriage going, to keep a business going, to keep a position going. Dude, it's tough to do it if you got money. It's almost impossible if you don't. So what I wanted to do today for you guys on Instagram, I'm going to shut this off here in a second, but I'm going live. I think there's a link below that you can come spend 2 hours with me.
Oh, yeah.
If you could spend more than 2 hours with me, cool. But if you could spend 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 2 hours with me, this is a 5-hour webinar. And I'll give it to you. If you can stay for the whole thing, if you take advantage of our offer at the end, I'll give you the entire recording. You can go eat it at your own consumption. Plus, I'm going to add 16-hour video program if you want to take advantage of the offer. So many people responded to what I did 3 weeks ago that I'm doing it again today. And I want to make sure that you get it, that you hear it, that your family has it, and that you get a chance to do this. Because the truth is, July the 4th, you guys have been burning hot dogs and hamburgers for barbecues, getting drunk on the weekends. You've done it, what, 30 or 40 times? Like, when you gonna up the game and break the cycle of financial poverty? When are you going to break the cycle of scarcity in your life? And the only true way to do that is to have assets. Have assets that create financial freedom for you and your family, not work. You cannot create wealth through work or commissions. You can be the greatest salesperson in the world. Most of them do not get wealthy. They get rich. Okay, they don't get wealthy. And they're worried the whole time. So the way to create wealth, what I'm talking about is wealth. Wealth comes from the word health. That's where the word comes from. Actually, health comes from wealth. These words were combined back in the day. Meaning I needed money and assets in order to provide me with a well-beingness. That's where the word wealth comes from. So you guys on Instagram, hit the link below, grantcardone.com/REI. I'm going to eliminate this now and go straight to this presentation. So please take advantage of it. If you don't want to do it for yourself, man, do it for the people you love. If you're like, man, I can't do this. Do it for your damn mom and dad. Do it for your last name. Do it for your kids. You don't have to do everything for yourself. Do it for your church or your charity. Do it to be the example. Do it to become a hero in your family. So people ask me, man, what superhero would you be, man? If it's Superman, Batman, I'd be Bruce Wayne, bro. I got a better chance of being Bruce Wayne than I do Superman. Because kryptonite don't exist. That planet don't exist. What was Bruce Wayne's superpower? What's Batman's superpower? Motherfucker rich. Period. And the money that he had, he used to buy the tools that he needed in the mythological Batman. So the point of my story is, you got a better chance of being wealthy than you have being Wonder Woman or Superman. Because those are fictional characters, as is Batman. But there are some rich people on this planet. And you could be one of them. You ain't going to be LeBron. You ain't going to be A-Rod. I don't know that you want to be. You're not going to be J-Lo. Don't know that you want to be her. You're probably not going to make it to Kardashian level. But you could do what I'm going to share with you here today. Even if you have no credit and no money, I can show you how to start the real estate game and create wealth at it, okay? All right, let's do this, okay? So, hey, welcome aboard everybody that came here today. I'm a couple minutes early. We promised to start this at 12 o'clock. Happy 4th of July, Independence Day in America, okay? I want to tell you a little story real quick. Some of you that might have been with me 3 weeks ago, I am doing this again today because the response from the audience was overwhelming. Like, we have never done an event where people are like, hey, bro, I couldn't be there. Hey, I thought you were going to do like an hour and I couldn't. You did 5 hours and I couldn't be there the whole time. So I want to make sure you and your family get this information. But first, I want to tell you a little story, okay? Today is what, July 3rd? Tomorrow's the 4th?
Yes, sir.
17 years ago, I was getting married this weekend. Right? 17 years ago? Yeah. 17 years ago, Elaine and I were getting married. 17 years ago. Many of you didn't know me 17 years ago. 2004, I had one house. I had 3 employees, one house, and I had 2 apartment buildings. This is 2004. I was getting married that day, man. We were in bliss. We were happy. We were like, Elena's crying, and I had finally scored my queen, and we did it at the house, didn't go to a hotel, had a bunch of friends over there, and I thought I was doing pretty good in my life back then. And we had a great house. I lived up in Hollywood Hills in Los Angeles. No kids at the time, bunch of friends. Cool, man. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks for that shot, man. I'm looking by. My hair's all black, okay? God, man, I remember buying those earrings for Elena, man. They were like, I don't know, like $600. I was terrified to spend $600. I owned one house that I had debt on, and I owned 2 apartment buildings, 2 little apartment deals. So they were really tiny apartment deals. Like, if you would have told me in 2004 that in 2021 I would own 10,000 apartments, 2 homes. I don't even know how many companies that we have today. 7 businesses, 5,113 investors that we send money to every month. Like, where my life has gone from then to there. In only 17 years. 17 years is not a long time, folks. I know it might seem like a long. If you're 17 years old, you're like, oh shit, 17 years is a long time. Trust me. Bang, you're going to look up and you're going to be like, I'm 34 years old. That guy told me it was going to fly by that fast. If you could go from where I was then to where I am today, if you did every single thing that I had done over the last 17 years, I guarantee you would go from where I was, and you would probably go further than where I am today. And I came here today on my July 4th, on my wedding anniversary weekend. I came in here today to do this for you because I know how important this information is. For, 35 years, I've been working with companies, teaching salespeople, sales organizations, sales strategies. The most important thing I'm doing in my career today is number one, taking care of my personal self. Number 2, taking care of my kids, being a good example for my kids. And the third thing I'm doing is teaching this thing called real estate. This real estate thing, I'm telling you, it's the most important thing I'm going to do in my lifetime because it's going to create wealth. One of 2 ways for you. Either you're going to invest, you're going to learn how to invest. You're going to learn how to invest in real estate yourself. I've been banging on this real estate thing now for the last, I've been telling you guys to buy real estate for what, 5 or 6, 7 years? Just go back and look at some of the old stuff 5, 6, 7 years ago. I was telling you what was going to happen in real estate. I was telling you about income investment properties. I was telling you about the importance of cash flow over and over again. 17 years ago, I owned 2 apartment buildings. Today we own, I don't even know how many units, how many different buildings. I've done 50 some odd deals, $3 billion worth of real estate, okay? 2004 to 2008, me and Elena were just in bliss in our relationship. That was that early honeymoon stage. And then 2008 came, okay, which all of you guys remember as the housing crisis, the biggest housing crisis in America's history. Well, what you guys don't know is that real estate that I own, those 2 apartment deals, if I would not have owned those 2 apartment deals, I would not have gotten through 2008. The apartments that I owned, the cash flow apartments that I owned, actually allowed us to get through 2008, 9, and 10, okay? And what I did back in 2008 is we went from 2 apartments to, I think we own 28 apartment buildings, almost 10,000 units, probably $2.5 billion of value today. Every one of these things, cash flows. All 28 apartments cash flow. Some of them cash flow $100,000 a month. Some of them throw off hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars every month. And they have done that for 17 years. Do the math on that, okay? Just think like this. You got to start thinking about, where am I going to be 5 years from now, 3 years from now? Where's my family going to be? I mean, do you really think that the income you earn this year will pay you income next year? It doesn't work like this, okay? You earn income. Government hacks it by 50% in most states. Okay, after the federal government and the state, some places it's 63%. So if you earn $10,000 in New York City, you end up with $4,300 or $4,700 out of 10,000. Now, here's the worst part of that. I can hear you guys. The worst part of that, I can hear you. The worst part of that is the $4,700 earns you no money next month. Okay? You don't get more money next month from that $4,700. You live on that, boom, you probably spend it all. See, in real estate, what happens, when I take $10,000 and I invest $10,000 into a real estate deal, and let's say it pays me $470 next month because I made an investment of 10 grand, whatever, I'm just making up a number, or $47 or $4 or whatever. It's going to do me that in August, September, October, November, and then all you got to do is start adding years, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and the rents start going up. So by the time I get to year 2024, the rents have doubled maybe. Every 10 years in the state of Florida, every 10 years for the last 5 decades in the state of Florida, multifamily apartment buildings have doubled in value. Why do they do that? Because real estate's hot? No, not really. They do it because the rents go up. When rents go up, the value of the property goes up. And I've been telling you guys this story now for a long time. In your backyard, in your neighborhood, within 3 miles of where you live, if you just take wherever you are right now, and maybe you're renting, and this is you, and if you just draw like a 3-mile radius, 3 to 5 mile radius, I'd go 3 miles, 3 mile radius around you, I'll guarantee you there's a deal. You're living in an apartment right now and you're paying $1,200 a month. It could be the deal. It could be the place you're living in right now. Somebody who owns the property that you're in right now. First deal I ever underwrote was the deal that I rented. I rented for $275 a month. The first single deal that I ever underwrote was the deal that I rented when I was out of school in Lake Charles, Louisiana. I rented from Charlie Whitman, and I underwrote the deal to figure out what Charlie was making on the deal that I owned. I think he paid like $10,000 for the apartment. He paid $10,000. So this is how you could start. Start where you are. Start where in the market where you are, with where you live, with whatever finances you have. You have no money, you have no credit, no problem. People every day buy real estate with no money and no credit. You can't go get a business loan with no money and no credit, but you can buy real estate with no money and no credit. Happens every single day of the year. And most people don't even know this. So watch. He paid $10,000 for that unit and he rented it for $275 a month times 12 months. And still owns it. This is 40 years later, so I don't know what that paid him. $275 a month times 12. In the first year, he made $3,300. In 10 years, he made $33,000 if the rent was still $275. Okay, but the rent's not $275. The rent on that duplex that I used to live in today is $1,200. $1,200 times 12, $14,000. Today he makes $14,000. Still today, 35 years later, 40 years later, he makes $14,000 a year on something he paid $10,000 for 40 years ago. This has been going on for 40 years. Just multiply that number times 40. Let's take $12,000 times 40, okay? $12,000 a year times 40 years. Oops, 12,000 times 40. I mean, we all know what that is, right? It's $500,000. That's what he's earned. He was a teacher. That's the duplex right there. Johnny, thanks for finding that.
And appreciation, too.
Dude, he and who knows what it's worth, okay? Now that's just the first part of it. That's the cash flow. But there's so many other benefits here. What we got, Johnny? What we got? Can somebody give me a number? Maybe send it in on a little notepad. So that's just the first part of it, okay? One part of it is the income. That little duplex that Johnny just showed you. Okay? One is the income. Okay? Two is forever income. This isn't a job. Real estate's not a job. Real estate is owning an asset. This is forever income. You understand? As long as you own it and take care of it, take care of the property, take care of the tenant, take care of the debt, this is forever income. And so when people talk about passive income, I'm like, passive income's not important. Passive income forever is important. I die right now. I got 10,000 apartments times $1,850 a month and going up. The rents are going up, not down. So, I don't know what that is. Do the math. 10,000 times 1,850. It's It's $18.5 million a month. Do you understand that in 10 years, that number is going to be more like 30 million a month? And my debt's not going up. My debt's staying here, but the rents are going up. So the income just, see this right here? This is how you create wealth, man. It's called the delta between the fixed asset debt and the increase in rents. We all know rents going up. There's no way 10 years from now the rents are going to be less on the properties I own than not. That's what I'm telling you. Please pay attention to that, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 5 hours of content right now. I know you're not going to be able to eat it all. I know most of you are going to be like, man, I can't stay that long. That's cool. That's all right. But understand, I get the income. I get the forever income. I get the tax write-offs. You show me a wealthy person that doesn't know this part of the game, you won't. You don't have. There's not one person that creates wealth without, one, having assets that create wealth, and number two, that know how to freaking jam the tax code. Most real estate investors that I know, if not all of them, they will all tell you, okay, the reason they love real estate is the income's forever, it's a real asset, and they're always going to say this, dude, those tax write-offs, like it is the best freaking thing in the universe. Remember this, when you have income, okay, your biggest expense, once you have income, the next question is going to be expenses, okay? What's the biggest expense to every household in America and around the world? If you live in France, what's your biggest expense? If you live in the UK, Canada, you guys just to the north of us, what's your biggest expense? It's not bread. It's tax. It's taxes, okay? People are like, man, inflation, man, bread's more expensive. Don't worry about the bread, man. Shit, you got to eat. You need to worry about the damn taxes, how they steal from you. Okay, how the government takes your production and charges you for being better. They literally take from you if you get better and earn more money. When my real estate goes up in value, you know what I get? I get tax write-offs because I picked the right stuff. So look, July 4th weekend is about independence. This is Independence Day, okay? The most important movie I ever saw in my life was made today. Independence Day with Will Smith. I've seen that damn movie. I don't even know how many times him dragging that alien through the desert. So, look, I want to help you guys with this, okay? I want to help you, and I want you to make sure you understand this game. If you have no money, no problem. If you have no credit, no problem. If you have no knowledge, you got a problem. I know people that have done this with no money and no credit and have created wealth for themselves and their family. Just understand, there's, I don't know, 5,000 or 6,000 people in here right now. I'm going to make you an offer today. It is an insane offer. You really need to go check yourself because this is an insane, freaking crazy offer. The website's grantcardone.com/invest. I'm going to give you my 16-hour complete video series. It's $10,000 on my website. I'm going to give it to you. And then 30 days from now, 25 days from now, 23 days from now, you're going to come to Miami or you're going to join me online and I'm going to deliver a 3-day event to you where I break down all of the strategies in investing in real estate. I'm going to give you 16 hours so you can start today. I'm also going to give you a recording of what I'm going to do today. That's 5 hours and 20 minutes. so that if you can't sit down because you got family or kids or something's going on, you had a commitment or a customer, that you have the 5 hours today plus the 16-hour full video series, a book about this thick to go through that I'll deliver to you online. And I'm going to give you coaching calls between now and the event. Okay, there'll be 4 private coaching calls, not 6 as this was reported. So I just want to be completely clear to everybody. I'll probably throw a couple of extras in there if you guys want to attend. So don't worry about that. But I'm going to support you over the next 3 or 4 weeks, because at the end of the month, the 23rd, I think, of July, if you want to fly to Miami, cool. We can do it in person and you can be here. There'll be about 1,000 investors. There's going to be lenders in the room. There's going to be super, super high qualified joint venture opportunities. Maybe you have a deal that you can't get the funding for. I'm going to have lenders in the room that you're going to meet. You're going to get to meet some lenders. You're also going to see sellers in the room, people that actually have property, and they're going to talk to you about what they look for in a buyer, how you need to talk to them, approach them, call them, what you need to say, what an LOI looks like, how to underwrite a deal, how to get debt on a deal, how to pick the exact right bank for your deal, how to actually bring investors together so that investors can invest with you if you don't have money. So I'm going to do all that for you for, what is it, $9.97? It's a stupid price. I think they even have 2-pay option on it if you can't pay all of it today, whatever, okay? It's got a money back guarantee, everything. You're cool on this deal. Don't not do this deal. I'm telling you, I will never make this offer again, ever. And I came in today on my wedding anniversary, on my July 4th, just like your July 4th, because what I'm going to share with you today is a game changer for you and your family. I'd love to meet you at the end of the month. I'd love to do a deal with you. I can't do deals without partners. Okay, last thing I'm going to say before we lock into this deal. Real estate is a partnership game. Real estate does not go by yourself game. Any of you out there, I'm going to do this deal by myself, I want to do it by myself. Nobody owns 100% of the real estate, ever. So quit thinking you're going to be the only owner. You need debt. You're going to have, this is going to be your biggest partner right here. Your biggest and cheapest partner is your lender. Okay? It goes like this. Most important thing is the deal, then the debt, then the equity or cash. Most of you do this out of order. You go try to find the money first. No, you find the deal first, then the debt, then the equity. Okay? The tenants is the last thing I need to worry about. Tenants come after this. Properties are built, you don't even have a tenant. What you have is the deal, the location, then the debt, then the equity. This is exactly how the big guys do it. I'm going to show you today how the big guys do it. You don't need to follow what the little guys do, man. Follow what the big guys do. They never fail. So then we get a tenant. So I'm going to show you in this order today. Most important thing is you get a deal, the debt follows the deal. This is a key partnership. The second thing you need is investors in your deal. This is mom, dad, uncle, brother. If you don't have family that has money, like I had family, my family, I couldn't even call my family because my mom said, don't do business with family. So it's a shame because when my family finally got on board, I made them rich. So I should have been pitching my family because, look, I still own real estate. I got real estate today that I've owned. I mean, we paid it off twice, refinanced it. We don't have any money in it. The returns on it are infinite. It's the single best business that I own because it keeps paying you forward, keeps taking care of you, keeps funding your activities. It works when you sleep. Shit, this stuff works when you die. Warren Buffett said, man, you got to learn how to make money when you sleep. You need to learn how to make money when you're dead. Okay? All right. So that's what Sam Walton still got 6 of his kids are on the Fortune 500 list every damn year, and Sam has been done for years. Look at Walt Disney. Okay, Walt Disney was a damn real estate pay. Howard Hughes has been dead, 40 years? Howard still owns half a damn Las Vegas. So look, you cannot show me somebody that hadn't created wealth that doesn't store some of that money in real estate. The difference today is real estate today, particularly in America, can provide you and your family with cash flow, passive income forever. Okay? So I want to show you how to get partners. How do you get partners? Get around people. Come be with me in July. I'm going to show you debt partners. I'm going to show you investor partners. And I'm going to show you if you would bring the right deals to the room. Bring the right deals to the room. I cannot do deals in Tulsa, in Oklahoma City, Dallas, Fort Worth. I cannot do deals in Covina, California, or New Jersey without you. If you're in New Jersey and you know the market and you're getting deals, bring me the deal. I need a partner on the ground that can manage the property, fill the property, handle the property, underwrite the property, do the due diligence. But you need to know how I look at deals. I can get the money. I can get the money and I can get the debt. But I need somebody on the ground that can get the deal. I got 10,000 apartments right now. I want to go to 50,000. Like to go to 100. So that's why we're doing the July event. The July event is not a sales event. The July event is a get-together, a networking event so you and I can do deals. So you can meet the right lenders, find the right deals, get the right money. If I don't do your deal, there's going to be other people in that room that can do deals. There's going to be a lot of big shot apartment people, big thinkers in the room. So take advantage of the offer today, grantcardone.com/invest. It's a stupid offer. grantcardone.com/invest. I'm going to give you the introduction course, the real estate summit, the ultimate real estate resource book. I don't know if we have the real estate resource book here, but it's like this thick, like of underwriting, PSAs, due diligence of points, lease agreements, even a list of all the places to find deals when I go to call a broker where to find the deal. That's in there, as well as you spend 3 days with me. If you can't travel, don't want to travel, scared to travel, stay home. I'll Zoom it to you the whole 3 days. And I'm going to give you today's 5-hour and 20-minute recording, okay? Get yourself right now. And if you don't want to take advantage of any of that, no problem. Take advantage of today. If you don't want to take advantage of anything I just offered, no, it's cool. It's fine, okay? If you knew what I knew, you would know that it's a mistake. But it's cool. I understand. You don't have to do anything today. I'm encouraging you to. It's got a money-back guarantee. If you don't like it, boom, I'll just send you the money back. Not a problem. But if you don't do it, grab a pen right now. Get a legal pad. Tell your kids to leave you alone for the next 2 hours. Say, just leave me the hell alone. Give them something. Give them something to go play with. And put your full attention on what I'm about to share with you, because I believe this event that I'm going to share with you right now, the information I'm about to hit button on, is the most powerful wealth advice that you will get in your entire lifetime. And it's around you buying real assets that have proven themselves for 2,000 years on this planet to go up in value over long periods of time, provide income, passive income for you and your family, and create massive amounts of wealth for people that do it right. Okay? Johnny, let's go live.
Hey, do you want to let these people know REI?
Hey guys, grantcardone.com/REI. Either take advantage of the offer or go watch this right now.